Hi there, my name is Ash and I like to draw. But do you know what else I like? Superheroes. You might think there's a lot of these guys nowadays, but there have been so many more superheroes through history, and not all of them got to be as famous as, say, Batman or Spider-Man. In fact, many of them have been all but totally forgotten. Some only got a few issues, others were a little too weird for their time, and some just faded away into obscurity after an otherwise successful run. That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Now, I happen to own this book, The League of Regrettable Superheroes by John Morris, which collects information about a lot of these forgotten characters. And no, I'm not sponsored in any way, I just think the book is neat. And I thought it would be fun to pick a hero from here and give them a complete redesign. So, what ancient forgotten superhero are we giving a makeover today, you ask? Well, say hello to...
Holo-Man, the living hologram.
Holo-Man was created in 1978 by Peter Pan Records, a company that produced licensed read-along picture books for children. This was one of their few attempts to create an original character, and he lasted a grand total of 1 issue. Oh yeah, we're going really obscure with this guy. In his 1 issue, laser physicist Dr. James Robinson was disintegrated when someone sabotaged his newest invention, and he was then approached by a mysterious figure called Laserman, who brought him back to life as a living hologram. He was then given the ability to go invisible, teleport and create holograms, and Laserman instructed him to use these abilities to go fight evil. It's not the weirdest origin story I've ever heard, but it's kind of up there. It's kind of like if Dr. Manhattan had a supervisor showing him the ropes. Now, as far as corny old superhero costumes go, I don't exactly hate this one. Goofy blonde afro aside, I really like the stylized H on the belt, and the multicolored suit does show a whole color spectrum, which is pretty fitting for a guy whose whole deal is bending light to his will. And it looks great when it's rendered on the cover. So it's a shame that he just kind of looks like a popsicle left out in the sun too long in the book itself. But hey, we have a stylized H, we have the theme of light, and we have a strong red color to accentuate certain parts of the design. So I think we're good to go. I wanted James's hologram form to look slightly less than human, which is why I eventually removed his nose and gave him blank white eyes. After making sure to give him a proper superheroic build and a more mystical than action-packed flying pose, the first order of business was the plain white glowing H, which I turned into a big one that stretches all over the suit. Now, my idea is that the H is actually a harness on his suit that allows him to change from a human body into a holographic form, or to solidify a holographic form into a human body, depending on which one is his basic state of being. I haven't really decided on that. Now, it could actually have ended there, just some yellow guy with a white glowing H on his chest, but that seemed a little bit bare bones, and I still wanted some color variation and some of the red accents. I tried to get all the various colors from the original outfit involved, but it just ended up looking kinda murky. So I settled with the yellow-oranges colors and ended up giving him the same red gloves and boots from the original design. I did consider dropping the boots and only giving him the gloves, but nah, I like it this way. The biggest issue was trying to find a way to integrate his cape, because quite frankly, the hooded cape from the original would just look kinda goofy on this guy. So instead, I had the idea to give his harness some shoulder-mounted propulsors that can let him move at light speed, and even leave a trail of white to red light behind him. Kinda like how Flash leaves streaks of yellow lightning when he runs. This way, I can communicate the basic idea of the cape, I can visualize his speed, and I don't have to draw a cape when it isn't in use. I consider that a win. And yes, before any comic book fans pointed out, I did take inspiration from Adam Warlock of Marvel Comics, since he just seemed like a great example of a golden colored character with a red costume. And besides, the guy's got nice hair. Like me. Add a few glitchy parts to his hologram form just to sell the idea that he's not all physically present, and voila! We have ourselves a holographic superhero. I still wanted to pay homage to the original though, so I ended up more or less recreating the space background and the logo from that 1 issue. I kinda like it. And just for fun, let's pretend this is an actual comic book. And there we go, The Amazing Adventures of Holo-Man Volume 2, Issue Number 1, the 2024 edition. Get yours now before it becomes a collectible that smug comic book fans will refuse to sell to you. But either way, that's it for now. It's time to send Holo-Man off on his new adventures. And I hope I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. What do you think? Did I manage to update Holo-Man in a cool way? And do you want to see me take a crack at redesigning more old superheroes in the future? Then let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more art videos while you're down there. You can also support me on Patreon if you'd like, and there's a Discord server just waiting for you to join as well. Links to both are in the description below. And when you're done with all of that, you can check out my other channels for Let's Plays and media reviews. Thank you again for watching, heroes, and bye bye.